Okay, here's everything that happened in medicine and healthcare between October 20th and October 24th. On Wednesday, researchers presented new information suggesting why hair actually turns gray over time. This study suggests that there are two key different pathways that can happen to the cells that produce color in our hair. The first one is when there is damage to it, it actually stops reproducing and matures, meaning that the hair ends up becoming gray rather than the natural color. They believe this is a protective effect against certain kinds of cancer. And then the other pathway is when there is damage to the cells that cause it to continue to reproduce, which causes things like melanoma. The American Heart Association introduced new guidelines that changes how we actually do CPR, with now recommending for anyone who has an obstruction to do 5 back blows and 5 abdominal thrusts if they're an adult. And they also recommend that anyone over the age of 12 can now participate in CPR. On Thursday, a long-term study found that individuals who did not have hearing loss, that after about 25 years, 50% of them ended up having at least 15 decibels worth of hearing loss, which is the difference between a normal conversation and a whispering. Before we get into the last one, if you want to stay up to date with the latest medical and healthcare news, you can find the link in my bio to my Substack. You'll get a daily email with links to all the studies and a more in-depth analysis right in your email. The last study for Friday was looking at individuals and tracking the amount of light that they were exposed to throughout the day and night. And they found that those that were highest exposed to nighttime light had a greater association for things like heart attacks and other cardiovascular events. That's all the major news for this week. You can follow for part 1, which was yesterday, and you can follow to see what happens in the rest of the week. See you then.